And today with the season finally over, I'm going to be doing my Sunderland cape and sell list going into next season. So yeah, so goalkeepers, obviously we've got Anthony Patterson, who Patterson actually didn't play today because apparently he had a knock. I will keep Patterson, but what I think we need to do is bring in a goalkeeper that can really transfer his place if you get me, instead of just doing what we've done the last two seasons, bringing goalkeepers that's not going to play unless in the situation Patterson got a knock. So yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if Patterson left, to be honest, as there is seems to be some interesting in, but we'll wait and see. So yeah. With Nathan Bishop, he played today, and I was in total honesty, I wasn't really convinced by him. I think he should have done better for their first goal from in total honesty. And if we bring in another goalkeeper, he's only going to be third choice. He can probably get a League One, maybe League Two club where he's going to play. So I would let him go. So yeah. With Alex Bass, he had a good season at AFC Wimbledon. Think it's just the second most clean sheet in League Two, but he's not good enough for Sunderland, and if we should sell him in the summer not good enough for the Championship. So he'll go. He might go back to Wimbledon, and we should try and at least get the same fee that we paid for him. Like I said, might go back to Wimbledon, maybe another League Two club, maybe a League One club might take a chance on him, but he should not be a Sunderland next season. So yeah. Right backs, Trey Hume, he started all but one game this season. What was against Millwall the other way because apparently was ill, but did come off the bench. Hume, I think, had a decent season. And being our first choice right back, like I said, started all but one game. He obviously loves the challenge, and I think out of the players who have played at left back this season when Circling and Lacey's being out, he's probably been the best one to do that. If you get me, obviously there's Premier League interest, but we should be doing everything we can to try and keep him. So yeah. With Timothy Pembele, to be fair, we barely really saw him bomb 3 games against West Brom, Leeds, and Millwall, where I think he done well. Dodd said he apparently they're saying more as a wing back than what they do as a right back. So it'll be interesting. They're going to try and make him into a right back. Who can play a back four, or we'll only say when he plays a wing back. So yeah, it's probably going to be hard for him trying to breaking ahead to him. But yeah. Now Huggins, it was a real shame what's happened to Huggins. I thought he had a really good first half of the season up until he got injured just before Christmas against Coventry. He'll obviously still be here as he's still quite a way away from a return. So yeah, it'll be interesting what his long term future holds, because he actually next season the final year of his contract. So yeah, but he's got to worry about getting fit and getting back into the team before he can worry about getting a new contract. So yeah, so on to centre back Stan Ballard. He's the player along with Jack Clark who I'm probably most worried about losing. I do think Ballard's dropped off over the past few weeks, from in total honesty, as the team's dropped off. But I think Ballard is one of the best defenders at this level when he's on it, very dominant in the air, and there's no surprise to see that there's some Premier League clubs after him. I think if we get a fee around 20 million, we will sell, but hopefully we don't and he'll stay. So yeah. Luke O'Neill, Luke O'Neill, I think he has a very up and down season, from in total honesty. He can be good at sometimes, but at times he also does some silly sins. If you get me, I will keep Luke O'Neill, but if we want to get promoted, that's the aim next season, with the top 6, I would probably move on in terms of the starting 11, if you get me, and I don't think he should be first choice centre back, but he's versatile. He clearly loves playing for the club, and I don't think there should be necessarily I don't think we should sell him, but he shouldn't be first choice next season, yeah, centre back. So yeah. Jensen Still, I didn't actually mind Jensen Still when he played. Obviously, he was very much third choice centre back and would only play when Ballard or O'Nine's not available. We'll go to a back three. Obviously, he picked up a bad injury in March. What kept him out? What will keep him out for a while? But obviously, he'll stay, and we'll see what he's like when we come back when he comes back. So yeah, Leo Helder. Obviously, we're signing from Leeds in January. He spent most of his time played at left back, which he struggled with. Let's be honest. I do think his long term future is as a centre back. He says he prefers to play as a centre back, but I think I can't say bring any more than third, fourth choice at best if I'm in total honesty. So I'll probably loan him out next season to get him some exposure. And like as the first time football, and like I said, there's no point keeping him when he's better going to play. So yeah, same with Nick Tyres, as to be honest, he played one game this season for us before he went on loan to Hibs, where he'd been in and out. To be fair, if I'm in total honesty, and Jay's just not the type of player we need. I would loan him out. With Joe Anderson, I would sell. It was pretty much a bit of a way of signing at the time, if I'm in total honesty. To be fair, last season couldn't get him when we didn't have a centre back. But this season went alone, so he's spent big spells outside. And how do you expect a player who could barely get a game for a team, for a team that's just avoided relegation in League One, to be good for in the Championship? You don't, so I would sell him. So yeah, with Sterling and Lacey, I'm going to talk about at the same time. Both of them are really good players when you can keep them fit, but that's the problem. You can't keep them fit for long enough in a season. If you get me, Lacey, both of them played 8 times. Sterling not since November, and them two need to have a strong pre-season where they stay fit, and they've got to stay injury free next season, because we've missed them out. Probably say Circle's the best out of the two, but yeah, both of them are really useful players to have. With Callum Stars, I wouldn't sign. I just haven't seen enough for him to suggest that we should sign him. If you get me, he had them 2 good games against Leeds and West Brom where I thought he'd done well, but other than that, he hasn't really impressed. He's played a few positions. Like I said, he's quite versatile, but if you look at the positions he can play, if we did sign him, he'd only be really a squad player in my opinion. So yeah, I wouldn't sign him. So yeah. Going into midfield, Dan Neil, I'm surprised the amount of fans that don't rate him, if I'm in total honesty with you. I think he's a really good midfielder. He's a gem of a midfielder, and there's no surprise to see why the Premier League clubs after him. I hope, given he's one of our own, he'll give us one more season, but we'll see. We should be doing everything we can to keep him, so yeah. PR Eckler is probably our most frustrating player, because in there's a really good player, but we've only seen glimpses of it, and we haven't seen it enough this season. There's been so many times where, like today, he was anomalous and doesn't impose himself on the game. Scared, bottles challenges. If you get what I mean. So yeah, it's been disappointing season for him. If I'm in total honesty, I wouldn't look to sell him, but if you got a really good offer for Eckler, I wouldn't be against letting him go if you get me. But I think the likelihood is he probably will be here next season, to hopefully whoever the new manager is can get a tune out of him. So yeah. Corey Evans' contract's up, and Matt Hunter's, I don't think he'll be off the new contract, if I'm in total honesty. Given his age, what he'll be before the start of next season, 34, and given that after the long-term injuries just had, where he was out for 15 months with his knee, I don't necessarily think keeping Evans as a big part player will be a bad thing, given his experience and given his leadership, if you get what I mean. But like I said, I don't think he'll be here next season, so yeah. Gio Mattia, I would let go. He's been here 2.5 years. He's never been a regular. I don't think he ever will be. He's 23 now, so I don't think there's much point in loaning him out, and I think we should just cut our losses on him, so yeah. Then on the right, Patrick Roberts, he's had a really bad season, Patrick Roberts. He didn't score this season, if you get me. I probably would keep Patrick Roberts, but I can understand why fans would sell him if an offer did come in, and Roberts has got to come back in the first day of pre-season and stamp his authority, and he's got to be bang on it. And for me, next season's make or break for him in terms of his Sunderland career, so yeah. Chris Rigg, brilliant. He's 16, and I would say in recent weeks he's been one of our better players. If you get with me, and he definitely hasn't looked out of place, and he looked at home in the Championship despite being 16. And I'm hoping the fact that I don't think that he will probably play first team football anywhere else, given his age and stuff, and the fact that the love that the fans have shown him will convince him that to stay, if you get what I mean. He's got a brilliant future, and hopefully he commits to us and signs his first professional contract in the summer, so yeah. Up to the bar, I'm going to be totally honest. I just don't rate him, and I would let him go. I can count the number of games that he's done well on his hands, if you get on my hands, so I'll just let him go. That might sound a bit brutal, but that's what I think we've got to be this summer, so yeah. Job, um, I would keep him. I think we never should have played him as much as we have, if I'm in total honesty. But I think looking at the stats and considering it's his first full season, you will see he's had a good season. He's got 7 goals, got an assist. What he actually ended up as a second top goal scorer behind Clark. He also has played a number of positions, but I think what you got to do is find his best position and like develop him there. If you get what I mean. The thing I would say about Job, if I'm in total honesty, if if selling him means you could keep Jack Clark, means you could keep Dan Ballard, means you could keep Dan Neil, if you get what I mean, to resume, I would sell him, if you get what I mean, over them players. But in the ideal world, he stays. So yeah, ideal outtakes I would keep as well. Well, I mean, I definitely like the look of him as a player when he like has played. You can tell that perhaps the time managers hasn't perhaps trusted him at times, but I think there's a real player in there. There, if you get me, and I'm hoping if he gets to like more acclimatized to the league and more like used to English football, he can like be even better next season and be maybe establish himself as like a regular next season. So yeah, Bradley Dack is out of contract, should be let go. He was really a player who was only brought in to replace Tony Mowbray, and even when he has played, he's been injured most of the time, and when he has played, he's done nothing. So yeah, he should go. Elliot Embleton, I think, should go as well. He's got 1 year left on his contract. He's madly injury prone. He hasn't played for Sunderland since December 2022. He's only played 1 game this season or two when he was on loan at Derby, but got injured pretty much straight away. And I just don't think he's good enough for what we should be trying to do next season. And yeah, I will always be appreciated for what Embleton done in the League One season, where he helped us go be played a big part in it. But I just think it's time to move on from him. Yeah, a very good League One player, but I don't think like he's cut out for the Championship. So yeah, Clark will go. He's been absolutely brilliant this year, and I'm worried to think where we'll be without him. I try not to think of it. He deserves his Premier League move. And yeah, we won't keep him. We should try, but yeah, unfortunately, he will go. We've got to get the best possible fee we can for him, and then you've just got to reinvest it wisely. So yeah, with me and Mundell, we signed in January. He didn't. I mean, he played a bit when Clark and Roberts was out, but didn't really play after Clark and Roberts came back. He showed the odd flash here and there. That means scored at Southampton, for example. I would be worried if he's like the direct replacement for Jack Clark, and that he'll play every game next season if you get me. But yeah, we'll just say with Joseph Bennett, this might be a bit harsh, but I just don't think he'll ever make it at Sunderland, if you get me. Barely played for us in the first half of this season. When I'm alone, barely played, and I would look to sell. I know he's only 19, but I just don't think he'll be good enough to ever play for Sunderland, if you get me. So yeah, Jack Diamond out of contract, should move on. Shouldn't give him a new contract. We just move past him as a player. So yeah, Ellis Taylor's also out of contract. He's done really well for the under-23s. But I think he's now at the point where he's got to go and play first team football. What I just don't think we'll be able to offer him. So I think he should go, whether that's League One, League Two, or National League. I don't know. But like I said, I think he should go. So yeah, and make a career for himself. So yeah. Then on to the 4 strikers. Natari Wilson, I probably would keep. I would, if I'm honest. He has been the best of the 4 strikers, or the 4 natural strikers, and Joe been the best in that position. But that's not really like a high bar to set if you get him in the stands being appalling in the strikers. He's only scored 2 goals. Like I said, I probably will keep him. He definitely shouldn't be first choice next season if you get I mean there's been some debate whether he's like best position is left wing. What that's something we could perhaps try, if you get what I mean. Given that Clark probably going to go with Wilson. Apparently he's like struggled to settle here and wants to leave. What if he does and he's desperate to leave, I'm understanding his way, if you get me. People say what happened. Mason Burstone's being a lone man hasn't worked out, if you get me. He's been appalling this season and clearly hasn't been good enough and being at the level we require, if you get what I mean. So I wouldn't sign him, and I think he'll probably have to drop down with the division, if you get what I mean. So yeah, Hamea, not ready for Championship football. and I think we should loan him out next season. I remember me ended, to be fair to him, I think Tony Mowbray really liked him when he was here, if I'm in total honesty. Obviously went out on loan to Hibs with Young. I barely played, so it's kind of been a pointless loan. I would loan him out again, as I don't think he's ready for Championship football. But out of the him and Hamea, I think he's probably the one I think has got the most potential. So yeah, that's my thoughts on every player in the squad. Leave your thoughts. Do you agree with us on any players? Do you disagree with us on anything? So yeah. I'll reply to you in the comments, and we can have a good debate about it if you get me what players to come, what players to stay, what players to go. So yeah, so that's the end of the video. Obviously now the summer, you'll just say it when you say it, if you get me, when news comes out about the manager, when the retained list, when new signings, you'll say it on Friday, I think, because I'm going to react to my Championship predictions. What, mind you, they're shockingly bad, but I'll have a laugh at that. So yeah, so that's the end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, view, comment, and see. Yeah.